Yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports, my people, you are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. I have for you one more time Teofimo Lopez, the WBO champion at 140 pounds, my guys, my people. And once again on his delusional rampage, my guys. His delusional rampage of desperation, my guys, my people. Teofimo Lopez this time around. Before I get into that, if you know about my last video, if you're aware of it, then and you watched it, then you would know that Teofimo Lopez is wanting out of top rank, his top rank jailhouse contract, my guys, my people. After he was going back and forth with Devin the Dream Haney, and Devin the Dream Haney, well, more or less put him in his place, telling him that if you want to make any real money in the sport of boxing, then you need to get your ass out of that contract, my guys, my people. But Teofimo Lopez, he's looking for somebody to buy him out of that contract. Evidently, he's not as big as what he thinks, because he can't even buy himself out of his own contract, my guys, my people. But check the latest, my guys. Well, two of the latest that I've not reported to you so far. Teofimo Lopez is now branding Andre Ward a racist, my guys. Andre Ward, who has his own podcast now, interviewing fighters from various backgrounds, my guys, my people. And Teofimo Lopez, he has been looking to get on his podcast for some time, without any success, because Andre Ward is clearly aware of the disparaging and racist words that he's been using towards black people, i.e. Devin the Dream Haney, Javante Titan Davis, and Terrence Bud Crawford have all been victims of his disrespect to black people, my guys, my people. And so because of that, well, Teofimo Lopez, he has decided not only to call Andre Ward a racist, but also claiming that Andre Ward only allows black people on his podcast, my guys, my people. And that is so absurd. I mean, did he not take into account that Andre Ward is of a mixed race background, my people? His late father, R.I.P., my guys, my people, is a straight up white man, my guys. A straight up white man. Although he does have a black mother, he comes from both sides of the race card, my people. So yeah, please Teofimo Lopez, use your sense and remove him from the racism category, my guys, my people, and just understand that it's due to the things that you have been doing that are now obviously influencing people to take just action, since the boxing world itself is not willing to take the action by take that appropriate action as they should. Individuals who are either black or have black in them, well, they have taken it upon themselves to do something about it. And yes, enough respect and more life to Andre Ward for taking that active action there, my guys, my people. But guess what? Teofimo has not only targeted Andre Ward, he has also targeted top ranks chairman in Tyler Buff. He's targeted him, saying that Tyler Buff only Tyler Buff has been against him since he started profiling himself as the takeover. Why would he target you? Why would he hate on you for that? I don't understand. I mean, after all, yeah, you are promoting yourself as a top rank fighter, right? Wouldn't that do wouldn't that do well to magnify top rank's success even more, in terms of contributing to their success? Because if their fighters are successful, top rank by default becomes successful also as a promotional body, my guys, my people. So yeah, Teofimo Lopez right now has clearly gone crazy and is losing his marbles, especially when you hear the latest accusations, my people, targeted at George Kambosos, who he lost to, you know, in an attempt to unify the titles, my guys, at 135, and also accusations at Sandor Martin. Well, after he's lost a performance against Sandor Martin, which we all thought he lost. So he's blaming those two performances on his delusional conclusion that both Sandor Martin and George Kambosos did so well against him because they were on PEDs. PED, my guys. Performance enhancement drugs, my guys, my people. Man, and what is the explanation behind this? Well, I'll tell you about the George Kambosos case. He says that when he was receiving injury in hospital, in ER, my guys, the ER department, he looked across the other side of the reception, and you could see George Kambosos there as well, and he has decided in his delusional brain to conclude that George Kambosos was there because he was trying to hide away from VADA testing, my guys, my people. He was hiding from VADA testing, according to Teofimo. Oh my God. Well, how is that possible? I mean, George Kambosos received injuries in that fight as well, which means that if George Kambosos was hiding from VADA testing, by opting to go to the hospital to get himself patched up, that means Teofimo Lopez, who did the same, was hiding from VADA testing as well. Why has he not thought of that? Does his brain span brain's thinking span only extend just, you know, to kindergarten level, you know, because nursery school level, you know, it's crazy. It is crazy, my guys, my people, what Teofimo Lopez is up to. Yeah, so that's what he's up to now. Well, anyway, if you think about the George Kambosos fight, his promoter, top rank, yeah, his top rank promoter at that time, Bob Arum, he didn't even want that George Kambosos fight. He much preferred that he unified for undisputed with Devin the Dream Haney, who was in possession of the WBC title at 135 at the time. Teofimo opted to avoid him. Devin the Dream Haney with Teofimo Lopez is so desperate to fight now after he has been avoiding him since 2020, my guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. So what? 4.5, 5 years he's been avoiding Devin the Dream Haney. Only now to want to fight him out of desperation, my guys, my people. Has he been struck by stupid? I want to know, because he's self-destructing right now. Totally self-destructing. And that fight when he lost to George Kambosos, even though he lost in his own backyard, he claims that it was rigged by Eddie Hearn and DAZN, because they wanted Devin the Dream Haney, who was on a fight-by-fight contract with Eddie Hearn and DAZN, to go on and face Kambosos for undisputed, my guys, my people. This guy is totally crazy. He has gone totally balmy, my guys. Stay far from him. Let him blow himself up. Let him self-destruct. You don't need to be standing next to him to blow up with him, or blow him up in another way, in a positive way, when he has not done right by anyone or by himself to deserve that, my guys, my people. So that is my conclusion on Teofimo Lopez. Such a waste of talent, my guys. He is totally self-destructing, and he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. Possibly he thinks all promotion is good promotion because of the old saying. That's what people who are not wise say. Not all promotion is good promotion, my guys. You might get the money, if that, but it's gonna come back to bite you, and it's gonna bite you hard, my guys, my people. That is my take on that. Let's move on to the next one. Another fighter who is just as delusional as Teofimo Lopez, I would say, is George Kambosos, the man who beat Teofimo Lopez, my guy, to get 3 of the trinkets at 135, my people, and then go on to lose to Devin the Dream Haney in an undisputed matchup. Not once, but in Devin Haney's defense of that undisputed title, his very first defense, he again beat George Kambosos. So that meant 2 times he beat Kambosos in his own backyard of Australia, my guys, my people. But George Kambosos has some rather very disappointing choice of words for Richardson Hitchins, the newly crowned IBF champion at 140 pounds, my people. We know George Kambosos is looking to make his next campaign at 140 pounds, and of course sometime in the summer go on to fight Richardson Hitchins for that title. Hitchins who won that title from Liam Paro, my guys, my people. But George Kambosos right now, he says he's going to have another fight in between when he gets to fight Hitchins, and that will be sometime in March, my guys, my people, against an opponent he has not revealed. He says Hitchins has no backing from his country, the US, basically. Has no fan base. He has done nothing apart from win a title. Since when is winning a title not respectable in the sport of boxing? After all, that's what winning titles are all about. Raising, building your legacy, and of course building your profile, your name. So he's getting there, and as you know, as far as I know, his hometown of Brooklyn, New York. In fact, the whole of New York is proud of Hitchinson's achievements right now, my people. So much so that Eddie Hearn thought that Hitchins and Catterall in New York would have made a big fight. So I don't know what see, I'm confusing him for Teofimo. I don't know what Kambosos is drinking, and possibly the same juice as Teofimo, because just like Teofimo Lopez, Kambosos believes that he was undisputed just because he received a French Fries WBC title. My people, that French Fries WBC title that they what's it called, WBC invented to protect to protect Canelo from the Charlos Andrade, you know that whole story, and again handed it down to Lomachenko to protect him from Devin the Dream Haney, my guys, my people. So now you see what I am getting at. The delusion is traveling really far, my people. But I wanna know, who is Kambosos coming out against that has a whole country behind him in March? Possibly Paro, who is also a big name in Australia, the same country where George Kambosos comes from. Kambosos says that this individual is a former champion, so it can only be Paro. I'm thinking, at 140, it can only be Paro. If that's the case, will Kambosos get to meet Hitchins in the summer? Because Paro will beat the shit out of him. I'm not gonna lie, he will beat the living daylight out of him. He possibly might not even get to meet Hitchins, my people. But then again, Hitchins might see him as an easy meal and take the fight. Easy meal that comes with an easy and payday, my guys, my people. So yeah, easy meal Kambosos, who was just fell victim in his last fight to Vasily Lomachenko, and just before that against Maxie Hughes. But of course Kambosos was given a gift of decision in that occasion there. But we're not going to dwell on that. And Kambosos, get your head straight. I mean, used to be likable at one point, but now you're taking the Teofimo Lopez route. Don't do that. You will ruin your career instantly. You know what I'm saying? You've had several losses already and people are still behind you. You should get to know that. Smarten up, my guy. Smarten up. my people. Yeah, as for Teofimo, I just want to conclude, stop being deluded. You need black fighters, because all the fighters that you want to fight right now are all black. You know, I'm not gonna go through them. I've gone through them already in my previous videos, my guys, my people. So stop the racial antics and get your career back up and get it moving. We want to see you fight somebody. So from two delusional fighters there in Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez to somebody else, well, this time round a UK fighter who's just more balanced in the main brain, my guys, more balanced in the mind, and although I would say it's slightly overrated, a bit too early, rated a bit too early, my guys. You know what I mean? And he got found out on a Riyadh season card. Riyadh season is the card just finding out fighters right, left, and center, my guys. If you're going to go on Riyadh season, I mean, and you're not ready, don't let the money push you, my guys. Don't let the money push you. Because Johnny Fisher is the man I'm talking about. He got found out by his very good friend in Dave Allen, my people, who's way more experienced than Johnny Fisher, my guys, my people. And Dave Allen himself is a good fighter, but he's just lazy, my guys. Just always performs below his talent, my guys, my people. And Johnny Fisher, in his fight versus Dave Allen, the whole country, everybody's unanimous that he lost that fight, except from the judges on the night who gave the fight to Johnny Fisher, my guys, my people. Even Johnny Fisher's well, his trainer in Mark Tibbs, he says that Fisher only did well from, well, did really well from round 1 to 4, and I believe the same thing as well. By my judgment anyway. Where I disagree with Mark Tibbs is that he says Fisher had a really good 10th round, that the 10th and last round, and a really good 7th round. What fight was he watching? Because everything from 5 rounds to the 10th round, I gave to Dave Allen, my guys, my people. I thought it was landing more thudding punches that were just rattling, you know, Fisher. And he even dropped him in the 5th round, my guys, my people. That overhand right, I will always say, is the hardest punch to defend against, my guys, because that overhand right, even if you block it because it's coming from so far out and it's thrown with so much force, it rattles you. And also, even if you, yeah, it rattles you. And if it does hit you, you know what's going to happen. It's going to rattle you even more, possibly knock you out, knock you down at least, like it did to Fisher. So the best thing to do is not to block it at all. Get the hell out of the way. But if you can't, do block it. But do know it will have an effect, my guys, my people. Yeah, it's a very, very difficult punch to counter as well, because it's thrown from such it can be thrown from far out that if you attempt to counter it, you might just get hit. You know, if you attempt to counter it with another punch, you might just get hit before your punch gets in. So yeah, I find the overhand a very, very hard punch to defend against, my guys, my people, and that is Allen's money punch, the punch that he used all night, all night, and the punch that even dropped Fisher in the 5th round, my guys, my people. But Tibbs, he says that they only took the fight because Eddie Hearn, well, Eddie Hearn said he wants Fisher versus Allen, and Tibbs was like, well, Allen has lost to Dillian Whyte, so obviously he's not rating Dillian Whyte. And Allen has you know, yeah, so Allen has lost to Dillian Whyte, but Fisher, he beat Alan Barbich, right? Got rid of him in the 1st round. So he obviously believes Barbich is better than Dave Allen, my guys. But Dave Allen is very deceptive. He has a very lazy style. And he loses most of his fights because of laziness. I don't think he ever comes into a fight match fit. That barrel around his waist does not seem natural to me. It seems like bad living. like he doesn't take camp seriously. That's what it looks like to me. You know, yeah, he needs to get rid of that, lose the weight, and find out how he performs in sparring. You know, yeah, lose the weight and find out how he performs in sparring. If he doesn't if he doesn't improve, then maybe he needs that weight. But you have to find out first. Well, yeah. But that rematch is coming up though. Mark Tibbs ain't running away from the rematch. He says, but first though, they need to have a fight in between, possibly a March time, my guys, my people, before they go into the rematch in the summer. Possibly to happen at Romford Dogs, my guys, my people. He wants that rematch, my guys, my people. But what forced them to take the fight besides Eddie Hearn suggesting that matchup? Well, Turki Al Sheikh, just like he did with Jared Anderson of Top Rank, and Bob Arum was furious. Well, Turki Al Sheikh, it brought the money out, and it was an offer that Fisher couldn't refuse. So yeah, they took the fight on that basis, but really they were planning to fight in Australia in another fight that they were discussing to line up, my guys, my people. However, the offer was too good. They couldn't refuse it. I mean, it would have come again. Why you guys couldn't wait? Why does money have to be your only drive in? It's gonna come. The offer is still always there. So I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't wait. But they were planning to, do the Australia fight and then come back and visit Dave Allen in the summer of 2025, my guys, my people. But I think it would have still ended up the same. It would have still ended up the same, my guys, my people. And possibly Allen still would have got robbed. Yeah. But one thing I got to say about Fisher, he's got a lot of heart and balls, and he showed it throughout the fight. At no point did he want to give up, and that is the reason why Mark Tibbs wants to stand by him, polish him up, possibly make him a better fighter, and bring him back again versus Dave Allen, my guys, my people. But all I can do is salute both fighters. More life to you, my guys, my people. More life to those two warriors there. I mean, they gave us a cracking fight. Reminded me of Fabio Wardley versus Frazier Clark 1. My guys, my people. Possibly the second fight might go horribly wrong for Fisher. You might not know, my people. So stay tuned. That fight is coming in summer this year, 2025. My guys, my people. Romford Dogs. And on that note, I'm gonna end it here. But before you leave, do like, do share, subscribe, and of course drop your comments below. And as always, stay super blessed, my guys, my people. Sorry, my people, just some last minute correction. When I was talking about Teofimo Lopez, I mistakenly said that he went to ER to receive injuries. Bizarrely, my guys, what a weird mistake. What I actually meant is that after the George Kambosos fight, he went to ER to receive treatment for the injuries that he received in the Kambosos fight, my guys, my people. That is Teofimo Lopez. And as for George Kambosos, we know that he is fighting in March, as he has revealed, before going on to face Richardson Hitchins, the IBF champion, at 140 pounds in the summer, my guys, my people. But who his March opponent is going to be, that has not been disclosed yet, although I'm assuming it could be Liam Paro. After all, George Kambosos did say this opponent is a former champion and has a whole country behind him, so everything points in the direction of Paro, although it could also be I'm assuming Zubril Matias, the former IBF champion, since his fight and Teofimo Lopez, well, they have been linked, but it has not been finalized yet. So it could be the case that Zubril Matias might be facing George Kambosos instead, who is a bigger name than Teofimo Lopez, my guys. So yeah, that is George Kambosos, who is now signed to Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, my guys, and now fights on the zone, I guess. So yeah, that's all I have for you on this one, my people. Just stay super